to the ground. Or race a thunderboat, creating a 30-foot rooster tail. Feel the surge of adrenaline as you pilot a jet helicopter. Or run the Baja 1000 in a high-powered dune buggy. Well, I'm going to show you how you can do all these things. All you need is a radio and one of these. Welcome to the exciting world of remote control. There are few hobbies in the world that can give you the enjoyment and excitement of remote control action. But it's important to get started right. And the place to start is right here, with the proper radio control system. Let's take a look. The radio control system consists of a transmitter, a receiver, and servos. Power is provided by batteries, either dry cell or rechargeable. The transmitter sends a pulse to the receiver, where it's decoded and sent to the servos. They, in turn, drive the push rods, which operate the control surfaces, in this case, the rudder. Now let's go back and look at the different radio systems available. The most popular models are found with anywhere from 2 channels to 7 or more channels. Simply put, each channel is designed to operate a single control function. You'll find that 4 channels are adequate to handle virtually any movement on any model you might choose, from planes, cars, or boats. As we said earlier, you can buy systems with as many as 7 or more channels, but these are usually reserved for performing advanced maneuvers like dropping bombs, releasing smoke, or operating landing gear. When operating a model helicopter, generally a 4-channel radio is all you need. You'll notice that most transmitters have multicolored flags attached to the antennas. These flags are used to identify transmitter frequencies, and if they are not included with your radio kit, you can buy them at your local hobby shop. It's your responsibility to check the flags of anyone operating in your area before you switch on your transmitter. If anyone else is on the same frequency, don't turn on your radio, or something like this could happen. Transmitters on the same frequency band will interfere with each other and cause loss of control. And don't forget, the range of a transmitter can be a mile or more. So take a few minutes to check the area for frequency flags before switching on. Not only will this prevent an expensive accident, it's also a matter of courtesy and safety. Now it's time to get you behind the controls. Whether you decide to build or even design your own model, or buy one that's already assembled, here are a few tips on how to get started. Most of you would probably like to start out flying an F-16 or a World War II fighter, but the fact is, most of these scale aircraft are virtually impossible for the beginning RC pilot to fly. It takes time and lots of experience. All beginning pilots learn to fly in trainer aircraft, and RC pilots are no exception. So, it's important that you choose the right trainer plane to get you started. There are 3 important things to remember. First, choose a plane with a fairly thick wing that's mounted on top of the fuselage. Second, the trainer should be relatively lightweight compared to scale aircraft. Third, be sure there is sufficient amount of dihedral in the wing. Dihedral is the angle at which the wing is mounted. The larger the angle, the more stability. Check the manufacturer's recommendation for the amount of dihedral angle. This combination of thick wing on top, lightweight, and adequate dihedral all help to make the trainer more stable for the beginning pilot. Once you've chosen the proper trainer, you'll need a motor. But how large an engine do you need? And what kind of prop is best? Well, most model manufacturers will include recommended engine sizes with your kit. If a range of sizes is given, always choose the largest. Having a larger engine will get the airplane airborne faster and higher, therefore avoiding a stall due to lack of power. Engine manufacturers will usually recommend the type prop to use also. Never use a prop that is chipped or cracked. Before you head out for the flying field, you need a well-equipped starter box. You can buy a box like this one, or you can build one yourself. The box should include batteries, starter clip, miscellaneous tools, and fuel, which is usually a mixture of nitromethane, synthetic or castor oil, and alcohol. Now we're ready to go, but before starting the engine, let's go through a pre-flight check to ensure that all controls are working properly. Once you've checked the area for other frequency flags, switch on your radio and go through the following procedure. Move the right gimbal to the right. The right aileron should go up. Left aileron should go down. Move the right gimbal to the left. The right aileron should go down. Left aileron should go up. Move the right gimbal back. The elevator should go up. Moving the gimbal forward, the elevator should go down. Now the left gimbal. Move it up to open the throttle, and back to close the throttle. Move the left gimbal to the left to move the rudder and tail wheel left, and right to move the rudder and tail wheel right. If there's a nose wheel on the airplane, the left gimbal will also turn the nose wheel left and right. Okay, we're all set. Let's take a flight. First of all, there's the takeoff. Then a spin. Here's a loop. A roll. This is a touch and go. Before long, you'll be flying maneuvers in your own biplane. All it takes is a little patience and a lot of practice. Here we have a hammerhead. finally, a landing.
Now, before you head out to the hobby shop for your trainer plane, hold on, because there's a lot more to the world of RC than just airplanes.
For some speed and excitement on the water, how about an RC boat? Wide open in the straightaway, they'll do over 50 miles per hour and turn on a dime. For the beginning RC boater, it's important to start with a Deep V boat. This is called a Deep V because of the hull configuration. At slower speeds, this boat rides lower in the water, so you get more control and stability than with a flat-bottom boat, like this hydroplane. Hydros require much more speed to maintain control, and this takes some time and skill to master. A Deep V boat will still be very competitive, but with the added stability that the beginning RC operator needs. Boat engines are very similar to aircraft engines, with one important difference. Most airplane engines are air-cooled by the prop,